Hello, welcome to this 16th video um, where I want to explore the idea of focusing on what works. And I find that topic especially important when we go through those moments that seems a bit tough or a bit tougher than others. There's this idea that sometimes we also reach some points where it's so tough that we don't really have the energy to focusing on what works. And the best in those moments is to chill, to nap, to do whatever helps us to distract us from the struggle. But there's also moments where it helps to just acknowledge as well what works, what we appreciate. And right now, so I want to, rather than speaking generally as I just did, kind of make space for where I am right now, what I feel right now, as a way to invite you to connect to where you are yourself, what you feel. So yeah, I'm just gonna ask what, if I can respond to that question, what works? What do I feel right now? I'm kind of savoring just the echo of the French video I just made. I'm really enjoying something that I touched. To the question, what works in my life, I came to an answer that I enjoy it. I like the idea of sharing it with you in English, but I also don't want to rush myself into anything. So I'm gonna want to take a moment to slow down and check what is it that I really feel like doing right now. And that in itself is something that I really enjoy in my life. This desire, this force in me that is persistent in really reaching and looking for sincerity and connection to what's really alive. It's interesting because I realize right now that more than once, very often in my life, when I made it clear that this was my intention to do that, I had loads of feedback of people who kind of seemed to mean that it wasn't completely fully a good idea to do that, and I kind of should make some kind of sacrifice and really kind of accept that sometimes there are things we have to do, and that I should do this or should do that, so I should change my approach to be more blah 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 or blah blah blah. And I'm realizing more than ever right now in this second with you how much it impacted me, and I wasn't aware. I can feel in my back, some like as if a hammer had hit it, and just thinking, remembering of some of the energy and the sentences I remembering hearing about my desire to go with the energy. And even right now I'm struggling even to I guess what's happening is that there's some kind of narrative inside my head that basically says, "Oh, don't be vulnerable, don't be visible, don't show up your feelings. Don't listen to yourself. You're gonna listen to yourself too much. Don't listen to yourself." Okay, connection is back. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of a conflict within myself. Um, and so I guess it is trying to breathe right now. It was just I guess my longing right now is to get really clear about the choices I have right now. The choice I have right now. I hope in doing that I'll help you getting more clear on the choices you have yourself in this moment. Um, and if not, that's okay. I guess whatever you're longing for is coming in anyway. So whatever you, anyway, just want to focus on myself for a bit, being selfish more. So there's this voice in me that says, "Don't listen to yourself too much." Honestly, something unpleasant is going to happen. And the habits of this narrative is very strong because it's been practiced a lot, not only by me, I think, but by humanity at large for centuries. I don't know if this is for centuries, and I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to kind of make. I don't know the history of humanity. I wasn't there. I don't remember at least. So anyway, I want to focus on what is it I can change. What is it I have power over. So I can explore what I feel and where I am, or I can try to do what I think I should do. And my choice is to breathe and connect to what I feel and what is desired. I had a moment of panic, and right now I'm felt a bit disappointed. I'm telling myself that I was going on the flow on a ride, and then I went down, and my energy dropped a bit, and so there's kind of it's hard for me to see some meaning between this up and this down that followed. But I guess it helps me going back to the topic, which is focusing. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, I remember this the video I did in French earlier, and it was basically saying continuing to garden or to cultivate what you want to cultivate, even when things seems ugly, or even when the weather is terrible. And the idea is that um, right now I'm going through different moments of of where my mind seems to be clouded, um, and the idea is how do I keep focusing on what works? How do I keep chilling? Um, how do I keep giving up these habits of, projecting negative scenario towards cultivating more what I want to see happen, or just chilling and cultivating being curious and courageous, being on the edge of the unknown as I am right now. I don't know what's going to happen in the next second. I just saw a truck passing, and there was an advertisement on the truck, probably of the company that owns the truck, and it said, "The gentleman of moving, the gentleman du déménagement." So basically, company that helps people moving stuff. Yeah, I think right now for me, I've been struggling a bit in the last few moments, and so I'm wondering what would be easier for me. What would be the easiest thing I could do or say right now that would help me feel better, that would help me feel good or better, and and I just thought of just saying, well, I've done enough for today. I can finish up this video and go on with the rest of my life. But there's something else that I think I want to say. If it's, I'm not sure it would be the easiest though. So what's easiest is to say, the easiest thing I could do right now is to breathe. The easiest thing I could do right now is acknowledge that I really enjoy the trees and the light that I can see right now. The easiest thing for me right now is to acknowledge that I really love that persistence in me, that trust, that keep focusing on the things that I want. And oh, just saw my girlfriend driving by. Sweet. The easiest thing to do right now for me is to acknowledge that even if I go through some moments of doubt, some moments where things seems to be blurry or foggy or meaningless, everything in some way always working out for me, for you, for all of us. The easiest thing for me to do right now is to say that the best thing I can do right now is to remember that all we have to do is our best today. We'll do our best until we know better, and when we know better, we'll do better. So I'm gonna finish up right now. There's a part of me that feels sorry that I'm in that energy right now, that feeling. But what I want to, it's one thing I can say is that I don't know how you feel yourself. Maybe what I'm doing here has a lot of meaning for you, even if I'm not able to see it yet. So I'm just gonna trust that I'm not in charge in anyone else but my life. I'm not in charge of anyone else but me. Which is another thing that I like about my life. Well, I got to take care of the dogs sometimes. And right now I got to think of what is it I could do that would be more service to you. And I think the best way I can do that is to take a moment to either think about it or try something that I want to try. So I'm wondering what would be the easiest thing I could try right now. What comes up is the idea that I like to engage in conversations with people about what is desired. And I like the idea of really once again focusing our attention towards what's desired and towards what's working. Knowing that we do the best we can at any given moment in time. I think it was one of the hardest video I ever made, and maybe I think I'm opening up to the possibility that even if it was difficult for me, it doesn't mean that it was for you watching. So if you want to share how it's been for you to watch, you're welcome. And Otherwise, it's okay too. So I'm gonna finish up with this question, which is what can I do to feel a little bit less unsatisfied right now? I can look for something I feel satisfied about this video. I feel satisfied with this moment where I touched this place where I was aware that I could give space to be vulnerable, to be where I am, or something else. I don't remember what I said, but there was something at this precise moment where I touched the possibility of making visible me being where I am. That felt very delicious.